On you guys, Blaze here at Blue Chip Athletic Club. Today we're talking couch potato mobility. These movements here are something that you can incorporate whenever you're watching Red Zone with Scott Hansen, or just on the couch kind of as you're winding down from your day if you were sitting all day at work. So first thing we're going to kind of show you is a couch stretch. A couple different ways you can do this move here. First one I'm going to show you, if you grab yourself, hi Nala baby. If you grab yourself a little blanket, it's going to be nice for under your knees. I'm going to pop my foot onto the couch and then my leg down to the floor. And then I'm basically just going to sit up as tall as I can. Now, this is going to give you a really good stretch across the front of the hip or in the quad on the knee that's planted. If my right knee is down, left knee is up, I like to take my right hand and come across kind of my side body. You'll start to feel that stretch come all the way up kind of into your core as well. The other nice little wrinkle that you can throw into this is you can take that leg that's bent, or excuse me, the knee that's down, keep it stationary, and then take your opposite leg, the one that's kind of planted in front of you, and Nala's going to get involved with the stretch here. Drive it over your toe, almost like you're doing a knee over toe lunge, which we'll talk about that one in a second. And then you can also stretch across the side body, and this is going to be really good for getting into the hip flexor, helping you get optimal puppy pets as well. And then you'll pop up, again, switch sides if you want to. So left knee comes down, right leg is planted. I'll stretch across, sit up as tall as I can, stretch across over here. And then if you want to get that little additional work, you can rock forward. Ooh, get a stretch there in the front of the hip flexor. The other variation that you can do of this stretch, which is totally something you can work to, is you can plant your foot on the ground and then you can take this knee and then plant it here into the couch. Now this is a little bit less of a stretch than the other one. So then you can kind of rock forward and you can start to feel yourself get that stretch again across the front of the hips. If you like sit up nice and tall, if you drive a little pressure into your foot, kind of changes the stretch too. And that's just kind of using your couch to your advantage. Again, if I went the other way, planting the leg in, driving a little bit of pressure if you want to, sitting up nice and tall, kind of playing with the move. It's not just about staying stagnant, it's about kind of flossing through the pattern and seeing how you do. All right, next move is going to be the knee over toe lunge. What I'm going to do is put my left foot up on the couch. My right foot is going to be here on the ground. And now I'm just going to lean down. And what I want you to imagine is a normal lunge, you're typically operating kind of up and down in this plane. What I want you to think of is almost driving your knee and body down on a 45 down towards your toes. So you'll be here driving that knee down towards the toe. And notice how my back leg isn't bending down, because if it bends down, I'm going to come up and down like a traditional lunge. If I keep it a lot straighter, engage my glute that's on the ground, it's going to allow me to feel that stretch across the front of my hip. And again, if you want to add that little reach, oh baby, that gets a good little side body stretch. And then we'll go the other way. My gosh, that one felt good. I'm going to go now, right leg up on the couch. Hopefully I'm not out of the frame. I'll see when I edit it. Oh, and now again, left leg, straight as I can, left arm coming across the side body. And then you'll work for however long you can bear it. Next move here that we'll do, I'll move my little knee padding, is going to be a little internal rotations for the knees. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to plant my hands into the couch, and then I'm just going to drop one knee towards the floor at a time. What this is kind of simulating is that internal rotation of the hips, something that we don't really spend a lot of time on as people. So this is really good for kind of opening up the inner hip, giving yourself a little bit of love there. If you want to elevate the movement, you can come down and do those knee 90 moves. Again, if you want to use the couch, you can, to kind of give your back some support. Drop your knees side to side and kind of work through that full pattern. And then eventually you'll be able to do it without the support for your back here to keep you upright. All right, so the next move we'll do is the adductor work. So again, now I'm going to be down on my knees. I've got my pad here under my knees to keep myself with a little bit of support, but now I'm going to put my leg up on top of the couch. So you'll notice here, I'm gonna again drive my hips forward. I'm gonna try and have them in that nice good line, plant my hand down on the ground, and I'm gonna try and squeeze my legs together. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax, and then I'll do it again. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm gonna switch sides. So I'm just gonna flip around, face the other way. Again, plant the knees. Left hand now is coming down into the floor. Right leg is up onto the couch. And now again, drive the hips forward. And I'm going to squeeze. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I'll go one more time. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's going to be the easier version of the adduction and abduction. We're going to go into the more complex one now, or one that's a little bit tougher. So if you want to step up your game a little bit, what you'll do now is you're basically going to utilize the couch as your resistance with your foot versus your knee. So you'll be here into the couch. I've got my right leg really close to the couch. My left leg's planted here on the floor. And I'm just going to throw my hands on my hips. I'm going to try and drive my foot into the couch as hard as I can. So I'll go here, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I'm going to go again, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then the same thing the other side. I'll plant my right leg into the ground. My left foot's now going to drive into the couch here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I'll repeat here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Last one. We'll throw the foot up onto the couch here. And now again, we're going to try and squeeze our legs together. So I'm going to keep this leg relatively straight. If you need a soft bend, that's totally okay. And I'm going to press downward pressure on my foot that's up on the couch. Here, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'll relax. Then I'll go again. Down hard, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then again, I'll switch sides. So my right foot's on the ground. Left foot's up here on the couch. Then we're going to push a ton of downward pressure on that foot. Down hard, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then one more time. Down hard, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that is it for our couch potato mobility session. A couple different moves there that you can use. Again, watching Scott Hanson on NFL Red Zone, whatever your kind of guilty pleasure is in front of the TV. Use your couch. Mobility doesn't have to be something you only do in the gym. We'll talk to you guys on the next one. See ya.